Hello, everyone. So today we have with us Amit Luthra, Director and General Manager, Storage Platforms and Solutions, Dell Technologies. Welcome to the show, Amit.
Hey, thanks, Sunil.
Yeah. So I think we'll start straight away. So, the thing is, it's still about COVID and the new normal. I mean, it's almost been like more than a year. So initially, when this crisis happened, people thought it would go away, but it seems it'll be there for some time. So, like, we are interested in looking at this from a technology point of view. So, thanks to the COVID crisis and new normal, there have been a host of technological changes. So, I'd like to know from you, like, what are the general tech trends that have become permanent in the new normal? Like, this is the new normal, they are here to stay. And are there still some things that will return to the old normal?
Nice and interesting question, right? Experts say that the new normal will be far more tech driven. Definitely, it will present more bigger challenges that we all are seeing. But what we foresee from a technology standpoint is definitely cloud's reign will continue. Even before the events of 2020 last year, cloud has already established its value for many businesses by providing its improved agility, scalability, cost efficiencies across industries, across verticals. So definitely we do see that the cloud's reign will continue. The second important aspect that we are seeing is IoT. IoT will play a greater role in securing and analyzing data. And automation and artificial intelligence will definitely become a bigger and a more important business imperative. So these are four things that we definitely see from a technology aspect. Now, going back to seeing what are the technologies that may still return to the old normal, I think it is too early to comment. And as and when days progress, there might be certain, definitely fewer technologies that might return into the older normal, but too early to comment at this stage.
Yeah. So yeah, that's right. So also, like, probably I'd like you to expand on the cloud bit, because the way the cloud has expanded is like phenomenal. And it's no longer like, are you on the cloud or are you not on the cloud? It's when are you going on the cloud? It's a small business, SMBs, everyone has to get. And like I keep saying, today we have billions of devices connected to millions of data centers. So the data path is like immense and enormous. But what I was interested, you also mentioned IoT. So there has been a great explosion of data. So like there was a data explosion. So how are we handling this data? I mean, you talked of IoT devices. Already there are more IoT devices than people. We'll have hundreds of millions. You could even have trillions of IoT devices after 20 years. So how are we handling the cloud, the data, and what are the analytic tools? And again, you mentioned artificial intelligence. So I mean, for a common person, it seems totally mind-boggling. So how is all this being managed?
So definitely in this cloud world, right, storage has evolved. Most organizations in this cloud world are, in fact, looking for storage infrastructure that can enable scalability to them, that can be resilient, that can enable them cloud attached storage with flexible multi-cloud accesses. Like you rightly mentioned, it's not about whether you are when are you moving to cloud or will you move to the cloud. It's we have gone back those questions, right? It's about how do we manage multiple cloud accesses. On a contrary, what we do foresee is that organizations struggle to implement cloud infrastructure because existing public and private cloud options that most often are available in the market force organizations to make a trade-off with their overall cloud strategy. So what we see is that it's important to adapt a flexible cloud strategy in this world. And what this means is placing your workloads in the best environment with the right security at the right service levels, empowering developers to drive innovation with a single cloud platform that can converge Kubernetes, that can converge containers, that can converge even the virtual machines. You spoke about and we discussed about IoT, artificial intelligence, right? I don't think artificial intelligence we are discussing that it's going to come. It's here and it's everywhere. With the volume, variety, and velocity of data shifting, artificial intelligence represents an important step to extract insights from the data and advancing other emerging technologies, right? Organizations definitely need to capitalize on this opportunity with an intelligent infrastructure, intelligent devices, compute, software, algorithms, and most importantly, have a data first approach to realize its full potential.
There was another thing, like of course, data and cloud storage and cloud go hand in hand. We hear a lot of about how SMBs, enterprises, and all are doing. But one thing which was caught totally off guard was the healthcare industry. So healthcare, of course, it hasn't been upgraded. There were a lot of privacy issues and all. But like now, of course, in COVID, healthcare is the most important. So during the COVID era, how have your data storage solutions needs changed in the healthcare and life sciences domain?
So customers have reprioritized their needs and expectations, like you rightly mentioned, right, in the wake of this pandemic. And these needs and expectations vary across different industry verticals. In healthcare, for example, telemedicine is becoming more universal. We cannot say that telemedicine evolved. It's there and it's going to stay and it's going to strengthen. So a lot of these healthcare organizations are requiring security, interoperability to enable patients to connect quickly and conveniently with different healthcare providers. And most importantly, real innovation demands in healthcare in IT transformation. And this IT transformation needs to be holistic in nature, wherein like an healthcare and life sciences organization need to unleash the power of data, transform their research and clinical care. It's important that healthcare and life sciences organizations that are into research and clinical care have that right data insights from their research which is going. So second is they also need to deploy innovative solutions that can securely connect their clinical teams and patients and positively transform their workforce. And but most importantly, an healthcare organization in today's era need to have a simply powerful data management and data protection, right from patient bedside to the core data center to the cloud.
Then another thing is you have Dell and all has been in the storage space for a long time. Even your products and products have been evolving. So can you speak specifically about your new enterprise storage system and their software automation capabilities?
Yeah, so we have actually, it's been a year, we have announced our flagship product, which is a Power Store. And what we have done is, after years of its launch, we have augmented its software capabilities. Like you rightly are aware that today's storage infrastructure is heavily depending on how rich its software is, right? So it's important that they perform to the critical workloads. So what we have done is we have done some augmentation on the software level, which enables the 25% increase in the performance. Apart from increasing the performance, it's also important to modernize the network in the data center, right? So PowerStore extends the advantage of NVMe over fiber channel with a simple software update and without any additional hardware. Also, innovatively, and I would say one of the first in the industry to bring is directly ensuring that the virtual machines write data into the storage without a compute layer. This is something what we call as an apps on. Imagine with 5G taking over, with edge taking over, a storage system which can sit at the edge and virtual machines directly writing data into it. And most importantly, and scale out, right? So you can scale out to meet your performance. So we have added this software, augmented the software automation features in our PowerStore family. What we have also done is we have also automated its data reduction. So today we are talking of 4:1 reduction in most of the workloads, and we have built resiliency with dual drive failures. So also what we have done, one last thing from a software standpoint, is to bring SCM and NVMe together with intelligent tiering. SCM, storage class memory, is the next big thing, and we have been the first in the industry to launch the SCM based offerings. So customers who need high performance can have their workloads on SCM and then they can tier it to NVMe. Both are equally fast. I would say SCM is the fastest, but still you have that flexibility to do smarter tiering. So these are software augmentation features that we have done on our flagship PowerStore family.
Okay. And one of the things you mentioned was edge. So I guess that is also very important. So according to you, what is the importance of edge computing, edge infrastructure, and even one not very, familiar term is edge as a service. How is that becoming more central to the customer? And also how important is 5G in India, to implement all of this?
So you have got an important aspect, right? As we have seen, not only we spoke about healthcare and life sciences, but each and every industry is going digital transformation. Edge will play a critical role in how organization leverage new data sources to drive specific and differentiated business outcomes. So there are a lot of research that's happening on how do we make edge powerful, how do we make the infrastructure at the edge powerful, and how do we help customers to have edge as a service so that they can start leveraging edge. Imagine and traditional place wherein you can take any workload wherein you need to go to the data center core and then core to the cloud versus having an infrastructure which is sitting in edge and able to do a private cloud in a box or a private cloud in a very small form factor, and then pump the data to the cloud that's there in the organization. So edge definitely is going to play a critical role. 5G is definitely going to set the next generation of network connectivity, right? Because when you want to unleash the power of edge, it's important to have very strong network connectivity. 5G will definitely transform not only the way we live, work, but also the way we play and personal side as well as professional side. It will power world of connectivity. That's my belief, and it will definitely enable mixed reality experiences with physical and digital worlds converging. At the very first, I would say mobile infrastructure built in the cloud era, 5G will be indispensable going forward in this digital future. It has lot to offer. It has the ability to unlock the true value of data in real time in unprecedented ways.
Okay. So I'd like to thank you so much for your time. I think in a very short period, we have covered quite a lot of issues. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Sunil.